Alrighty, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy White Album here. Welcome back to another Mortal Kombat 1 reaction. Today we're going to be going over the Kombat Kast Queen's Court. This goes over Sindel, Rain, and Shao Kahn. You know, I just kind of want to go through and just watch their, like some of the gameplay breakdown that they went through again. So here we go. Let's get started, shall we?
So exciting.
We're going to be starting off with the Queen herself, Sindel.
Probably not the same character.
I like them all, but I'll let you start.
Yeah, I mean,
Here we go.
Sindel, one of my all-time favorite MK characters. Super stoked to be back. Also, though, Motaro, my favorite sub-boss. I will take him over any Shokan any day.
Okay. I'm General Shao. Been super excited since I knew that he was in the game. I've been excited to show him. Fights a little differently this time around, but
Yes.
it's definitely a character that's like up my alley and something that I really enjoy. So he's the biggest. Very excited to show him off. Hope you all enjoyed the trailer, and today we're going to go through some of those characters.
Yeah, and also, just don't want to forget, Shujenko.
Yes.
If we're bringing back some of these...
Yeah, Shujenko, I wasn't expecting to see him back. He was actually really sick to see in the trailer.
Yep, and we will not be showing him a lot today at all.
Though I did get him confused with Shang Tsung.
Yeah, and then,
Just a little hint of them.
Because they kind of like exactly the same there.
So,
Old Man Shang.
Talk about Sindel real quick.
I think we should start with the Queen.
So, before we get into the gameplay, let's discuss who would play Sindel, what's her game plan, how does she work?
Well, Sindel from the very beginning, all the way back...
And Sindel has some stuff that are like, I can already tell is going to be broken, but I'm going to tell you why I don't think it's not going to be as strong as people are saying when we get to that part. Because I have a bit of like, I have some thoughts about it. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Kind of, you know, basic keep out stuff, but then there's, when you get your game going, she has some really cool combos and setups and stuff like that. So she appeals to someone like me, who's more straightforward, but then like kind of the technical people really like her too. She also is just queen, she's cool.
And she does have some mechanics we'll show near the end of the breakdown that are kind of different, something we've not done before, and it's super exciting.
She has some exciting new stuff we'll show at the end of this breakdown that literally wouldn't have been possible before the cameo system.
Let's take a look at the Queen.
Alright, so let's start with some of the basics.
Queen.
Two cool things about
Oh, and do keep in mind that the
game.
audio is
She has these cool
super
VFX,
delayed.
Like this, purple
So it's not just
energy,
you,
and then they
it's not
use
just me, it's the stream itself.
Regal purple.
Absolutely. She has a really good range, as you'd imagine.
Looks like she kind of still plays her like MK11 self though, because she does have a forward 4.
Really wanted to talk about. First is forward 4, which kind of takes out of the page
From
the
MK11.
last game, and it's like kind of her main mid-range tool you want to get in, used to get in.
And that's a mid, right?
Yes.
And here's the thing, that's what they say, it's a mid now. Was it always a mid? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've honestly played MK, or at least Sindel in the matter. Yeah, is it because I'm pretty sure it was an overhead in MK11.
She jumps into the air, it's a low.
And now the second part of that string is completely different, because back then, or in MK11, it would just do a pop-up, not like a pop-up, but she would like do like a spin kick and like knock them far away. But now you actually get like a full-on launcher. It's pretty insane. So you can get some nice little mix-up potential in there.
Thank you. Go for this cool low, or one of her block strings. Another normals is back 2, which leaves me with overhead.
That reminds me of like Cammy's little move that she has in Street Fighter 6, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know the string particularly, but she has it where she kind of like does like a move in the air that kind of like leads to a cannon spike. It's kind of like the same thing.
Still one of her best combo starters.
So Scream is still the same. And notice how like it doesn't have like that Banshee effect like it had in MK11. So I wonder if it's a completely different power source than what it was in MK11, because they never really explained what the Banshee was in MK11, which was weird. They just never went. I don't think they ever spoke about it. They're just like, it's there. It's a cool little visual effect, and that was it. But I think that kind of helped because it really did show like Sindel's wicked nature in MK11. And here in MK1, it really seems like she's not as wicked as she was in MK11, which thank God, because I know a lot of people don't like that.
New to this game is it's a straight, very.
But now she has
quick
air
fireball.
projectiles, which is
Not
or
the downward
projectiles, which is nice
arc.
because I think she had projectiles in
Really low to the ground and it's
MK9,
quick, and I think it's
but in MK11 she only had the one, which was the low Star Screamer, and that was it. That was the only
DS
projectile she
versions have
had.
some interesting properties. So,
But then again, if you want to count Scream, then you can count that.
straight one, oops, straight one will actually eat up fireballs. So if you use a barometer or zoning war, you'll actually
That thing
eat out
eats fucking
their
fireballs, which is crazy.
and the low ones really. So she adds that little hair whip at the beginning, and up close, actually it hits it.
Now this is actually pretty sick.
Means in the corner, you can do cool stuff.
Watch this. It pops up, bro. What?
Get a combo. Oh my gosh.
Pretty sure you could get some nasty like one
Yeah,
bar
don't still
combos
have
with
it.
that.
I think.
Thank you. So it kind of it's neat. It turns this pure zoning tool up close into an actual offensive tool.
So 2 different ways you can use it.
Exactly.
Both equally cool.
You can also use that with your mix-ups, which gets to the next tool, her cartwheel, the overhead, straight from MK9. If it EX it has armor, it's really good up close.
Strangely enough, I don't think I could see the function of that move. I know there's some, you know, there's some cameos that have like setups you can do, so I can kind of see where you would go with that. Well, other than that, I don't really see a particular move in having just a straight knockdown, besides maybe like Oki
Has the mid
setups and cameo setups.
overhead.
Exactly.
They look different, but you have to. You can't.
Because that would work if she had like a trap, but she doesn't.
And
She's
then
not a trap
lastly,
here.
she has the classic levitate. She can float in the air.
Oh, yeah, and this
drop
this
straight down.
levitate is 10 times
So,
better
like,
than
for example,
MK11 to
you're trying
levitate.
to zone,
Because that one in MK11 was so doo doo. There's times where I accidentally get it, but this one looks like you can actually do like some like was it Mystic Ermac combos? Or if you remember from Injustice 2 how Starfire had the glide as well, you can kind of do that. But it looks like you can actually get combos off of it, because I know in Injustice 2 you really couldn't do anything with it.
The airborne go under flight.
Or actually another example would be Blue Beetle. If you remember in Injustice 2 where you can kind of get those like quote unquote flight cancels. They weren't real, but they look cool as shit if you can hit them.
Now let's talk about how this can play into her cameo. I have chosen, oops, set it to all. I have chosen Serena, who we got a little taste of in the last trailer, but now we're actually going to show her moves. So her first attack is the blade. It's a very quick projectile. You can see the cooldown is pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm definitely using Serena
Then she
for
also
the
has
for the one move that she has.
Kia's blades. She goes full demon, throws multiple, they come back, and this actually leads into combos, so you can do fun stuff. Confirm that into a full combo.
Damn, so that actually combos, and it's not like a weird thing where it's like
Really get up in the air.
delayed or anything like that. It's an actual combo.
She also has the demon up kick, which is a great wake-up attack. It's invincible, it's really quick. You can also use it as an anti-air.
Interesting.
And then lastly,
Be a weird
she has
anti-air,
full
though.
command. Every Kenyu has it.
But this is what I'm going to be using with Serena.
One of those. Jakata's Curse. She puts this rune on the ground, and while the opponent is standing in it, let's set it to default.
Yo, look at this. They lose meter. Oh my god, you know how strong that is? Dude, meter,
This is an ambush move.
from what I played in the beta, meter was such a, it was actually a really strong thing to have,
While
man.
you have a combo going, you can summon
Like,
her.
it, dude, it seemed like everybody and their mother was just gaining meter left and right, you know, from back and center, dude. And there was times where I'm just like, dude, how does my opponent have 3 bars of meter? But with Serena's move there,
Stuff like that.
you put him in a combo in the corner and you set that up, dude. Oh, it's free reign, man. With a 50-50 character, bro, Serena's gonna be, I think, nasty, especially with the if it still affects them while they're like on the ground. Yeah, Serena's gonna be a strong cameo in the corner with that setup.
So, you know,
But here's the real nasty shit that everybody was talking about. This is the shit that makes Sindel broken.
Oh, they would say that.
Thank you. And, you know, she can use that to actually command her cameo and maybe more. So let's start with this buff move. Once you activate it, while it's active, cooldown will be significantly faster for your cameo. So you can see normally, this move's already
Faster cameo cooldown is
once she has this active,
really
it's
good.
even
That's
quicker,
strong.
And Serena, she is recovering so fast her cooldown. She can basically do that like almost in depth.
Oh, hello. Splits.
So you can turn what normally would be kind of a
She may be up there in age, but Sindel still got it.
almost like any other special move. Well, some of the other ones, like she has blades that have a pretty long cooldown. It's significantly faster when she has that active.
Now she's giving herself up there.
Correct.
There is some, yeah.
Correct. But once she gets going, her cameo use is substantially better. There's also an EX version with a really interesting twist. When she EX it, she's
Here
now
we go.
commanding the opponent's cameo.
This
and
is
if
the
opponent
this is
tries
now
to
we're starting
break,
into some broken shit here, especially for just this version here. Watch this. Oh, psych! No breaker for you, dog. No
reset
breaker
and
for you.
step. So let's show that again.
Like I can already think of some like crazy shit where you have that activated,
Opponent goes for a
and
break,
if say you didn't
showing
use
it
Serena to
actually
get rid of their
gets the little head and,
their
you know,
bar
oh my God,
health,
I'm confused.
and you have that
No breaker,
activated, and they
not
try to
just
break.
disable.
Oh man, dude.
Once you get that stun, they will pop up
This is gonna be
and
really.
start
That's
control.
gonna be really strong against people who love to break on like the
No
first hit.
breakers allowed.
Couple ways to avoid them. Seems
Yes.
like for
There's also another really interesting move I'd
Okay,
like to show.
here we go. This is where we're getting to the real like. This could possibly fucking ruin somebody's day if this happens. But I kind of want to get into why I don't think it's going to be as strong as people are suggesting. So watch this.
So for this one, Sindel can take control of an opponent's cameo and stun them. So for example,
So you heard that correctly. Sindel can take somebody else's cameo, but here's the caveat to it.
I will call it out. And Sony is actually dizzy. If Sindel is in the middle of doing this move, where she points, while the cameo's out, so you have to do it on a read.
That's kind of like that's what exactly what Stephanie said. It's the read. You have to read your opponent doing this, because the meter burn version of this is absolutely wild.
The cameo is stunned for this entire length of time, cannot be summoned.
Okay.
There's also an EX version.
Now, here's the crazy shit.
Sony will leave the screen and I gain
Look at
control
that.
of her.
Now Sindel has the cameo. That is crazy. So Sindel basically has two cameos that she can use. I don't know. I don't know if Stephanie explained the duration of how long that lasts, but I'm pretty sure it's enough to get you a pretty nasty combo. But I think, you know, everybody's like kind of like talking about, oh, this is broken. This is broken. Don't get me wrong. It absolutely is. But here's the thing. If you're playing against somebody who, and it's kind of the reason why I don't think it's going to be as strong as people are suggesting. But again, there's kind of like a double-edged sword at that, where if you're playing against somebody who's not, you know, who's very conservative with their cameo and only using it for like say combos or breakers, you're probably never going to be able to hit that. Maybe you'll be able to hit it like once or twice, but I can see where against somebody who's just spamming their cameo, it's probably going to be super effective against them. Like it's kind of crazy how that works, right? And a perfect example I can give to is like in the beta, you know how like if you're like full screen from your opponent and they would just call in their Frost cameo, if you're playing Sindel and you can kind of bait that out and and then, you know, they're like calling out their Frost cameo to kind of like get you, you know, they're trying to catch you out and freeze you to get a combo. If you call that out with Sindel, bro, oh, against people like that, I could see Sindel being an absolute nightmare. But to someone who's a little bit more conservative with their cameo and say just using it for like the combo conversions, it's probably not going to be that strong. So that's why I think, for me personally, it's strong, but only against those who are just spamming cameo. But against someone who actually is, you know, using their cameo wisely, especially against the Sindel, you're probably I would say maybe 2 out of 5 games you'll get somebody else's cameo if you're playing a Sindel. So to me, it's probably not as strong as everybody is, you know, screaming it out to be. Because when I first saw this, I was like, this is broken. Like, Sindel is damn near broken, dog. There ain't no way they gave him this shit.
I actually get a free use of either of the Cameo's moves of my choosing. So, for example, I now have Square Wave. And now you use the
That's
Cameo
crazy.
move.
It's still, don't get me wrong, it's still
Correct.
fucking crazy.
Right.
Got it.
I have control over it.
It's still crazy.
For a pretty good amount of time. And it does not cost any kind of cooldown.
But here's the thing, what do you mean by time? Is it like
I could
5 seconds, 10 seconds? Because if it's 10 seconds, 10 seconds is a long time.
combo, and then go into Serena's demon like anti-air move to end the combo if I wanted. You could even use 3 Cameo moves in one combo if you wanted to.
People are gonna have some fun in training mode on this one.
Yeah, it's really, really neat, and it's something that's gonna, you know,
Sindel's gonna be an
how
absolute
effective and
menace.
the way you use it's gonna change.
If you thought she was a menace in MK11, I think she's gonna be even more of a menace in MK1, dog.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do we want to do Fatal Blow? Is that
I
all?
think that's the best way we can finish, right?
Let's do it.
Okay, I love her hair when it's like that. Like, hopefully we get a skin where her hair's like
Oh,
buggy
yeah,
like that. Like, I don't know why. I think it's just such a cool look for Sindel. Like, dude, if they gave her that look in MK11, you know how like in MK11 Sindel was like super evil? If they gave her that hairstyle, that would have been sick as shit. I would have loved that.
Yeah,
I would have
like,
loved
oh, I
that.
feel that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's definitely amongst the most brutal in the game, I think.
pretty bad. Pretty I mean, good bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Cool. Let's move on to rain.
Press the